I missed
Welcome back.
you.
Hi, love. How have we been? How's Sydney?
We've been great. Sydney is Sydney.
Yeah.
Sydney is lonely.
Yeah, so is Brisbane.
Okay. Um, how's Brisbane?
Brisbane, it's actually been storming if you guys live in Brisbane. Actually, no, it's been storming there too, hasn't it?
No, it actually today's like the first day where there's a cloud in the sky.
Oh, I am house sitting at the moment for my friend's house. I've been here for like 2 weeks, and then yesterday morning, because like I said, it's been storming. Yesterday morning, I woke up and I went out the front to let puppy out to like go to the bathroom, and the water an inch above the grass,
Oh my
like
God, like
full
flooded.
flooded. Yeah, I was like, shit. I was like, I don't know what to do. It's not my house. Does it? Like, I literally. Me trying to call my friend who's literally on her honeymoon in Europe, be like, babes, your
No.
house may be flooding. No
Yeah,
worries,
babe,
no
where are the
wuzzers,
sandbags?
no biggie, but you may be flooded.
I love
It
that for
just, I
you.
can't.
That is so something
Yeah.
that would happen to you when house sitting. It's like literally someone's house flooding.
Oh, 1000%. Like, I was like, it was literally like 5 a.m. as well. Like, it was not a time to be up. It was like, oh, puppy, wake me up to go to the toilet. Me going out like full still asleep. I was like, yeah, let's go. Like, and I walk out, just wet feet instantly, and I was like, oh, great.
Stunning.
And then,
Yeah.
and then the puppy loves it. She's like, let's go in the mud, and I'm like chasing after this little puppy girl, and you know what? It's honestly like I was a little kid again. I was running around in the mud chasing after a dog. It was very cute. And
Honestly, kind of wholesome.
so wholesome. I just spilled my whole drink all over the table.
There's actually no
Guys,
way.
I'm so sorry. Speaking of drinks, I'll give you, I'll let you know what I spilled. Oh my- Drink of the episode. I got a T2 watermelon fiesta. I literally just went to the server, guys, to get like a refreshing drink to drink in this episode. Why does this taste like chemicals?
Actually,
Like, why? Like, I was really keen for this because I love like a iced tea.
I
or
didn't
like a
know
kombucha.
T2 did like packaged drinks. I didn't know they did like cans of tea.
Neither did I, but like, pubs won't buy again. I was really keen, but like, pubs won't.
That's probably why I don't know about it because maybe they just suck.
1000%. There was only two,
Well,
so
my drink of choice is in this really, really cool cup here. That may or may not have our logo on it. Anyways, and
yes.
it's just literally cordial. That I haven't even drank normal water without cordial for like 4 days. What is that saying about my
Oh my
mental
God.
health? I don't know. Anyways,
Do you like the taste of water?
okay. I don't like the taste of like room temperature water, but sometimes I would kill just to have like the most crispy ice water because that tastes delicious to me. Like that shit
Do you know-
tastes great.
Water is my favorite beverage.
Is it really though?
It really is. I would choose if there was like, I would always like choose a glass
I
of
don't
water.
believe you.
Really? Because like we, Jake and I get a case of Pepsi Maxes every 2 weeks, I'd say. And
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, most nights, Jake's like, do you want to get a can? Because he'll grab himself one. And I'll be
Yeah.
literally like every single time we'll be like, can I do my Stanley? Like, can I do Stanley?
Yeah. Okay. But is it like your favorite or is it your favorite because it's in the Stanley?
I would. I don't think I've always drinking a shit ton of water. Like I'm like 4 liters a day minimum.
That's crazy.
And I've always like that. I know, yeah. I've always like that my whole life. Like my doctor literally did fucking test on me as a kid because she thought I wasn't absorbing the liquid.
She's-
So I was like, well, they thought I had diabetes because they're like, you're so thirsty, you have to have
Yeah.
diabetes. The amount of times,
Yeah.
every time I go to the doctor, when anything's wrong. You got diabetes, babes. You're overweight. You're obviously got diabetes. That's the only option.
Morbidly obese. I've gone that.
You're morbidly obese. You're morbidly obese. You're like, oh my God, you're terrifying to look at. You're so fat. You have to have diabetes. That's what I get at the doctors. You're so fat. Yeah, your finger hurting is, it's because you're fat. That's exactly why your finger hurts right now, is because you're fat.
Okay, that's a long tangent that you just went off on. That was crazy. Anyways, love that for us. Guys, that was our beverage of choice. Okay. Anyway.
Well, okay, no. What is your but realistically, what's your breakfast fetish of the week?
Okay. My breakfast fetish of like the last 2 weeks has been bagel, cream cheese,
Yes.
cucumber on top, and then everything bagel seasoning on top of it, and salt. That, honestly, it's so good.
10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm so down for that. That literally sounds so good.
And I've been eating it like literally every day, and sometimes I'll have it for lunch too. Because it's just so good. I'm like, honestly, I'm going through bagels. Like, I'm keeping them in business. Like, seriously.
Fuck.
It's insane.
Not mad about it. Honestly, I love a bagel for lunch. I think that's so... I love eating food that I wouldn't normally eat for lunch. Or like wrong foods for wrong meals. And a bagel for lunch to me is so not supposed to be a lunch meal. And so every time, like, if I do have a bagel for lunch, I'm like, ooh, yeah.
I don't look at bagels as like a breakfast thing. Like, I don't look at them for anything in particular, because I would honestly have a bagel for dinner. Like, but
to me, I'm like...
The only thing to me that is only breakfast is egg.
I don't agree. I'm not like that, because I love making a spicy scrambled egg in my tacos, which is really random.
What?
So random. Guys, I'm like, all I'm saying is once you're vegetarian, you've really got to reach for your protein. You really got to like change your taste buds to enjoy
I forgot for a second that
things.
you're a vegetarian. That makes so much sense, because I forgot you were a vegetarian.
Like, yeah, like my tofu taco.
Slap.
Yeah, like tofu taco. I'm obsessed. I know not everyone's cup of tea. Love, but like a spicy egg on your tofu taco. Oh, that's a rack of ribs to me. Like, that is a hot meal.
Low-key, rack of ribs, not even for me.
I miss a rack of ribs. That was I used to fuck up a rack of ribs. Like, every, like, fucking birthday, I'd be like, Mum, I want ribs. And she's like, babes, you're an expensive child. You're an expensive fucking child.
No.
And I used to sit there, I would lick the fucking bones. And then, like...
That's so descriptive today.
I know, literally. I went to sleep one night and I woke up and I was like, nah, I never touched an animal in my life.
No, the love wasn't even enough to keep you liking them.
It wasn't, but I always say that to my mum, because she's always like, what meat do you miss the most? Like, it's a common question. And I always say, I want to fuck up a rack of ribs. Not six ribs, babes. I want a full rack. I want a full rack. I want all the sides. I want the blue cheese dressing on the fucking Cobb salad. Fuck
Ew.
me up. Can you tell? I haven't eaten breakfast. I'm so hungry. I'm like fully describing
hungry.
a meal I'll never eat again in my life.
Anyway, I think I actually just have to address the fact that we're literally matching. Like, we're both wearing red, and I think I just need to tell the people why. Why?
Oh yeah, we're full twinning. We look identical again.
Yeah, we got the glasses, the short hair. Like, we're literally the same person right now.
And I do promise, guys, it wasn't planned. But if it was, I low-key love it. If it was.
No, we
not mad. I do love a matching. We all know that.
Yeah.
I'm such a matching person.
They're both red cardigans too. It's not even that we're both wearing red. We're both wearing red cardigans.
We are Cupid today. We're giving Cupid.
We are giving Cupid. And I got my red nails too. Love.
Oh, you're sexy now. Okay. I'm so hot. I'm so hot. affirmations. I'm so hot today. I meant to say, dude, I meant to say they're so hot. She's got sexy nails, guys.
Kitty's so hot, guys.
I'm so spicy.
No,
Everyone
stop
wants
that.
me.
Anyway,
Okay.
back on to what we're talking about. Where have we been, Kitty? Like, where did we go? We kinda
Wait,
just, like,
no,
fell off.
babes, no. Yeah, we have, babes. But you need to ask me what my breakfast fetish is. I've been waiting to describe
Oh
this.
my god, I can. We went on like 3 different conversations. I
Please,
completely
I'm
forgot.
on
Okay,
the edge
what-
of my seat. Ask
okay.
me.
Okay, what is your breakfast fetish of the week?
Well, guys, I have discovered the perfect coffee, and it's a fun one
Okay.
too.
Give
And
it
I
to
am
me.
I have been, I know bad, I have been skipping breakfast lately. I've just been having my coffee, and but it's really good. Like, it's a whole moment. So
Don't do
it's
that. Anyways.
no one skip breakfast. Everyone eat breakfast. It's so fun. Or you'll get crippling anxiety like me. So your choice.
Do it your own risk.
Okay. Espresso in a nice cup, right? You got to
Yeah.
froth it for like 10 minutes with your little milk frother. You got to get a milk frother. You got to froth that coffee until it's a fucking foam, right? And then you pour that
Yeah.
into your glass, and then you fill it with ice, and and it will fill the glass right to the rim, like, because it expands so much when you foam it. And so you're just having like literally an espresso shot over ice, and then you go to your fridge, right? You grab your milk of choice, and you go like that quick. Like, I want you to
The sound effects, like, you're on one today. Like, you are on one today. And you know what's so funny?
I
is
woke up.
I feel like, sorry to interrupt, I just need to say this. This is how we normally talk on the phone, and
Yeah.
I feel like
That's why
this
we like each
episode is
other.
going to be completely different because, like, guys, me and Kitty found like a better way to record for you guys, and the way it's laid out is like we're on FaceTime, and it's different
Yeah.
to like being like recording on our cameras. Like, it just feels like more like we're actually just like chatting on the phone.
I feel very comfortable right now. Like, before
I'm chilling.
I was at work. Yeah, like, before I was like at work and loved it, but I was still at work. But now I'm literally like, who wants pancakes? Like, I'm like, everyone come over.
Pancakes. Guys, wait.
Oh my God.
Me and Kitty are literally adorable. We still haven't got into your breakfast fetish, like, fully. But I'm just saying, me and Kitty are literally adorable because... wait, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no, I got it. We both bought pancake mix to make pancakes this morning, even though we can't have pancakes together. We're going to have pancakes together on FaceTime.
We're gonna have a date. We're gonna have a pancake
We
date.
are
We're so
literally
excited.
the cutest ever. Like, we're
Literally.
cringe.
Last night we were just both like, we just want to, like, tomorrow, because we knew we were recording. We were like, last night we were going to record, and then we're both talking about what we're going to do after. And then we'll both just had like a bit of a flatter week, and we're like, let's do something cute. Like, obviously we can't be together, but let's try and problem solve to do something
Yeah.
from different states. And we're like, let's do a little virtual girls' night date. Well, morning date, not girls' night, girls' morning date. And we're gonna cook breakfast together on FaceTime after this, and then eat it together. I'm
Because
so
we are
excited.
literally so cute, it's cringe.
I'm so excited. Definitely
Yeah, I love
recommend
it,
if you have, if you have a long distance friend or even partner, set it up. Honestly, me and Ab's acting like this is our first time. It's not the first time we've done this. It's
No, we do this
amazing.
every
I
day.
can't. We do this all the time. We do love a date
No,
over
no.
online.
Yeah.
We do this every day. Yeah. Nothing new
Okay,
for
keep
us,
talking
but
about
it's
your
really
coffee.
cute.
We're getting off subject again. Okay, your
Oh my
breakfast
god,
fetish coffee.
sorry, off track. Oh yes, okay. Once you do that little dash of milk, literally the tiniest dash ever. You want the tiniest bit. I hate milk in my coffee, so like literally. And then, guys, you got to get your glass straw. I'm sorry, it's part of the process. You got to get your glass straw, and you got to mix. And the mix with the foam, 10
Yeah.
out of 10. and then sit on it for like
Obsessed.
7 hours. And then you're good. Make a really big one and then sit on it for like 7 hours. You're good.
Literally, just like forget that it's there and just drink it throughout the day.
Yeah. Yeah. You just keep coming back to it. It's good.
That's literally me. Okay, I love our breakfast fetish.
We thought this episode we could do a little catch up of where we've been, because last season really just like ended out of nowhere and we just sort of said bye, see you later,
See ya.
and just like disappeared off the face of the earth for a couple of months, which you know, it happens to the best of us. I feel like we've all needed that break and been forced to take that break. I think it was a little bit forced on our end. I think the world really said to us, you need to take a step back. But in that time of taking a step back, which we did, as you guys, like, you haven't seen us in yonks, we do appreciate all the messages we got. We are very excited to be back. But on a positive note, because like that is the real explanation, like it just wasn't working for us and we both needed a break. But on a positive note of that, because that's the truth, I thought we could like talk about a few things that we were thankful for season 1, because I feel like we did a lot of growth in it, and just growth as persons, as people as well, because we started a business. We literally you started your first ever business. Like, this is huge for you. Like, you launched your first ever business. That's insane. Like, we both managed like to work together properly for the first time. Working together for the first time with your like friend, crazy scary. Worked on our communication. We worked on we did a lot of self education. Like, we did a lot of research on how to do everything and everything. Anyway, I just thought it's a little bit of I'm so proud of us sort of thing, but also very grateful for the people that helped us in it sort of thing.
Yeah, 100%.
And so I thought we just should touch on it, just because I feel like it's so important to always say thank you to people who help you out. I think it's a big part of how the world stays kind, if that sounds silly, but just always being thankful to people. But yeah, that's my little rant.
Love
that's
that.
my little thank you. That's my little thank you.
It's so true though. It really we kind of did this on a whim, and then didn't really realize how much we actually needed to put in thought wise and effort wise. We kind of just thought it was, you can just start a podcast, but
so underestimated. Underestimated.
It's easy to just start a podcast, but to to try and make it become a business as well is hard when you don't know what you're doing and you just kind of do it on a whim. Anyway, this sounds so cringe and poor me. It's not that.
1000%. Yeah, no.
Wanted to make sure
the
that we
opposite.
could give you guys the best content. So that's why we just took a little break, just so we can figure out how to make it the best.
Yeah, but we're back, and I'm keen to be back, and I'm keen to just let everything out. The break we had, so many emotions came up. It was so lovely. So
yeah, do you want to talk
the
about
thoughts
what's
I had
been happening with you for the past few months since we've been gone? We'll give a little update, what's been happening.
A little update. I'll give a little update. I will give a little trigger warning at the beginning. Just, it will get a little bit deep for a sec, because honestly, if you're asking that question, I'm going to give you the real answer of what I've been up to, and it will get quite deep and touch on mental health, just for those who don't wish to hear about it, which is so fair, because honestly, I don't like to hear about it sometimes either.
Not for everybody.
Yeah, not for everybody. Yeah, defs. But what happened for me? It's sort of a story, but not really. But what happened was the end of season 1. We were still recording, so season 1's still up, and this is how long ago this has been going on for, is I flew down to Sydney because I had a work trip down there, and I was staying with Abbey, and we had a few things on that we had to do, and I knew that someone in my life was very ill and was passing away, and I knew that was happening. I knew that was the case. I still decided to go because I was told it was the best thing to do from everyone in my life around me. And that's what I did. I arrived in Sydney and they passed away, and that's part of life. It was incredibly sad. It was really hard to be away, but in that, I think it was the best thing I could have done because I was able to feel the emotions I actually wanted to feel, if that makes sense, because I struggle a lot with processing death because of my history of death in my family, I guess you could say. I guess death is nothing new to me, I guess we would say. I've had many people pass away in my lives close to me. I've definitely suffered with loss, and I know that feeling. I think that being away, though, it was the first time I've ever had to like actually have my own emotions to myself and not have anyone else's emotions sort of affect me. Like, because like I was with Abbey, and it was great because Abbey didn't lose someone. It was a weird feeling. Like Abbey wasn't grieving, so it was just me, and I was able to like really. I had to go through the process, and it was hard. Like I'm at my best friend's house, who's never seen me. Like we've spoken about it many times, never seen me in a state of despair. Me like being completely numb. I couldn't move. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't it was awful. Yeah. But that honestly is what happened, and that's been the absolute truth. And I think it was incredibly hard. There was other things going on at the time as well. I suffer a lot with depression, and this year seems to be the year that it's at full force. I don't know what's going on, but you can't really control it. So I'm not like gonna like sit here and like dwell about it. That is the truth, that it is really bad. Depression you can't control. I used to think you could. I guess I still think you kind of do. I'm sort of on the way of moving towards I can't control this. I sort of just gotta let it happen. But like it's honestly the worst feeling ever if you suffer from depression before. Like I still am struggling from that rock bottom I hit back then, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's a way of still getting up each morning and still making the choice to continue on and stuff. And that's honestly how I've been feeling. Like if like not continue on, I think that's the wrong words. I think continue on with things that I know will make me happy. Like continue on trying, continue on working towards my future, continuing on working on my relationship and my family, like continuing on to be the best version of myself, if that makes sense. Like when I say continue on, I didn't mean like continue on in the negative way, but like that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my life update. Yeah. No, like I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like if you have suffered before, I know like you have abs before, and that's been really amazing to be able to speak to someone about how it feels as someone in a completely different lifestyle, very detached from how I live. Like we lived very completely different lives, Abs and I, and we've just come together as young adults, and it's been quite amazing being like, wow, like other people feel this way, like people have gone through this, and like, oh, you're processing that like that. Wow, I processed it like this. Like like just weird. Like it's so, the feelings you have are just like, there's always a new feeling to be felt, and it's fucking weird, without saying the least.
Yeah. No, like you've done so well over the last like few months, like just like still keeping like your, I don't know how to say this, just like keeping your cool in a way. Like you've been like still like showing up, like doing like work and stuff like that, like despite like everything that you've been feeling, and that's like crazy because like I can't do that. Whenever I start feeling like I'm actually like I'm at the bottom, like there's rock bottom, I'm at the bottom. I don't do anything. I'm like literally in bed, like don't leave the house, call in sick to work, like the whole thing. So that's crazy that you can do that. I admire it.
It's good in a way, and it's also bad in a way, because it's good in like I can still keep doing stuff. Like I know how to run an autopilot sort of thing. Like it's very rare for me to say, even to Jake, like sometimes he's like, you need to share with me. Like I won't tell a soul how I'm feeling. Like you ask me how I'm feeling and I'm fucking rainbows. Like, I will not tell a soul about how I'm actually feeling. And then it's weird because it's like, it's great in a way of like life keeps going. That's what you need sort of at those times. But then it's also like the people around you are like, oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you're feeling better. Yeah. Oh, I am. Thank you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's always that like awkward, like, I'll be like, oh, you went to the movies? You're good. Oh, fuck, you're good. You're fine. You're just upset. You're just like a little cry because like you just had like a bad day.
You just had a bad day. It was just a bad day.
Babe,
No,
it's been a bad year.
Bad day? What are you talking about? Day? Only one
Bad
day?
day, babe. Babe, bad life. Bad life. No, take that back. Life is fantastic. And I actually had a really grateful moment this morning. I was on TikTok of my favorite place ever. And I was scrolling and a TikTok came up and it was like an appreciation post that like Australia did. Like Australia's TikTok did. And it was like for Australia. And I was like, it was like one of those like the photos that you scroll through. And I was like,
Yeah.
I actually fucking love it here. Like I got like all emotional in my eye, teared up, and I was like, I fucking love Australia. I do. I've always like
Not
been such an advocate.
Australia TikTok page making
I know.
emotional.
I was full like I was like, oh,
Guys,
I just love it here.
I have sent Kitty the saddest animal videos that you can possibly think of, but she cries to the freaking Australia TikTok page, putting up photos of literally probably just the Harbour Bridge.
It was
The Harbour Bridge
page.
Uluru. That's crazy.
It was like the 7 wonders, and each page was one of them. And I was like, yes.
Look, the end of the year is approaching, and I love the end of a year. Especially, I love the end of a shitty year. Those are the best.
Yes.
Like when you can just like the next year is not gonna be any worse than what you've just been through, and you're just like so excited for it. Like me and Luke have decided that we're not renewing our lease. Sorry if my real estate agent is listening to this.
Haven't told them yet. So it's vibes. I'm out.
We've just made the decision that we know that we're not going to renew our lease because the area that we live in is just this year, and I'm going to say last year probably is when it started, just making me just not myself. Like, not like I'm changing because of the area I'm living in, but like I'm not feeling myself. Like I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. Like I feel like I'm kind of like hiding away all the time. Like I just feel like this area is like draining the life from literally me.
It makes sense. I feel like it doesn't make sense until you live in a situation like that. And because I didn't get what Abbey meant until I got there, and the energy, I get it. Like the energy is so off there.
Yeah.
Like it's just like,
and I think it's just like where you live can really impact like how you feel. And I know that so many people can relate to this. Like when you lived in Coorparoo, you like were thriving, you loved it, you were having the best
love
time
of my
of your
life.
life. And then when you move out of like the best area that you have lived in up to that point, you just like you become so depressed and like lifeless.
Oh, it really, for someone who works from home, it like your home really affects you in a way, especially like in this whole social media world we're in. Unfortunate, like it's not unfortunate. It's just a matter of fact. You've got to film your house. You're going to be at home. You're going to be filming your house at all times. You want to feel like in a place comfortable, be like, yep, I can do my job. I can work. It's the same as like, it's the same as getting an office for your spare room. A spare room to like make an office if you work from home. It's like, you've got to like feel comfortable and content being in the social media world. Like you've got to be able to film stuff and everything. And
even
your home is honestly,
like even if you're like going into like a 9-to-5 office job, like I still think that like where you live like impacts just like your entire life, because it can, if you don't feel safe where you live and you don't feel comfortable and you don't want to leave the house to go for like a hot girl walk or like anything like that, how are you gonna like be happy? Like, how are you gonna be feeling like you're enjoying life when you feel like you can't even literally walk outside when the sun's out? You're walking around with like your key in between your finger when you're going to like the corner store. I pretty much just feel like I've like outgrown like my old self or like a part of my life. Like I've outgrown the chapter that I've just lived. And it's weird because I don't know if this is my frontal lobe developing. It could possibly be my frontal lobe, guys. Just developing, okay? I just feel like everything up until this point has just been like this big test. Like being everything's been like testing me emotionally, mentally, spiritually, everything. And I feel like now I'm just like ready
Yeah.
to move past it all and just like start like a new chapter, like start like actually growing as an adult, like stop thinking that I'm still kind of in the mindset that I'm, even though I'm nearly 25, I still feel like I'm like 20, like I can just like live
Oh,
like I'm
definitely.
20.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
I
so
totally get that.
it's crazy because I know I'm still young. I know I'm not like whatever, but I'm nearly 25. And like I'm nearly like some people already have kids before 25. Like people are already
Right?
married at 25. So I'm like, I need to be switching my mindset. I need to like, not obviously to, I need to be married or I need to have kids or whatever, but just like thinking more like an adult.
Yeah, and I think it's like I don't think it's a single experience. I feel like it's a feeling that a lot of women have. Well, I'm gonna hope because I
Probably
honestly
just
feel the same
people
way.
in
Like,
general.
yeah, like you just sort of get to a point and you're just like, well, what now? Like, what am I supposed to do now? That's what
Yeah.
I'm at now. I'm at the point in my life and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I've done everything I wanted to do. Like, most of my bucket list ticked off. I've done what I wanted to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, what do I do now? Sort of thing. Like, where I'm stagnant. Like, I'm just frozen. Sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like my career can't go any further. I feel like my life can't go any further. Like, I don't know what the next step is. It's a bit lost, like a bit of a lost
Yeah.
feeling. Like you're like, what do I want to do next? And it's like, that's literally the hardest question in the world. Like, what do you want to do? Like,
I'm
I don't know.
excited though. I find it kind of exciting. Like, I'm excited to like move past this chapter and like I'm excited to like I always think about right in this moment, if I knew like 3 years ago that I'd be where I am right in this moment, I'd like lose my mind. Like, I'm doing the
Really?
job that I used to want to do. So I'm like, what in 3 years is my life going to be like? Or what do I want it to be like? So I can have that same feeling then. Like, past me would be
See,
like losing her mind.
I'm the opposite. I think past me would be so pissed
Really?
off at me. Yep.
Why though?
I'm really, I'm not like hard on myself, but I know what I'm capable of and I know what I can achieve. And I don't think that I have been the many years now living up to what I'm capable of. And I think I might, like, I
Yeah.
feel like personally I could do more with, I think I could achieve more. And I think if I push myself harder, I know I have more of me to give. And I think I've just been lazy. I'm the opposite. See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, no, you can do more, babes. Not, oh, you should be
I,
proud of
I,
yourself. I'm the opposite. Like, I'm like, no, keep going.
no, I think 3 years ago, Kitty, if she knew that like you had a long distance best friend who like you constantly caught flights to go see, like she'd think that's crazy. Like, or if she
Yeah.
knew that like you went on a road trip with like someone that you like barely knew, like
Yeah, that's so
for that
unlike. Yeah,
long,
that's
or
crazy.
like you've
Yeah.
gone to like all you went to Fashion Week, like you've done all this stuff,
Yeah.
you're engaged, she'd lose her mind. Like that's what I mean by like not so much like
Yeah.
goals or like she would be
No, no,
so
no.
like what?
I, I totally get it from your point of view, and it's just how my mental health is. It's how my mind works, and I totally get.
Yeah.
I understand that because if you were saying this to me, I would be upset. I'd be crying for you as my friend, as someone I care for, thinking like this. But for myself, I'm like, no. I've always been like this. How my brain works. I don't think
I
it
don't
is a
think it's a
negative in
bad
my
thing.
mind. Yeah,
No,
to me, it's
I
not a
don't think it's
negative.
bad. No.
I can see how people can perceive it as a negative. I totally get that, but I don't have the perfectionism in me where I don't. That's how I always explain things as like some people are perfectionists where they want it done perfectly the right way, whereas mine is like I know where I need to be. I'm going to get there, but it's just not going to look the same way as everyone else. But I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
Like, I will.
You're
There's,
kind
like, there's
of got
no...
the same... Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
I was just going to say that you kind of have, like, the same mindset as Luke. Like, Luke is very much similar in that way where it's, like, even though he's, like, achieved all these things that he's wanted for so long, because it's not, like, the best he could have done, he still would, like, not think that like he's really achieved anything in like the last 3 years. So Luke's very much the
it's
same
hard, yeah. And it's annoying, I guess, having the mindset. No, I don't think it's a negative. Like I'm saying, like I don't think it's like a negative. To me, it's just like honestly, it's just how my mind works, and I've never experienced anything different. So to me, that's And I don't like, I'm not sitting here like dwelling, like it's, to me, it's normal. And I feel like it's important, like everyone's brain is so different of how it processes things. Yeah. And like, it's just, some things aren't negatives. And I think it's important to like, some people, like when you say certain things about how you're feeling, they're like, oh my God. And I'd be like, it's fine. It's part of the process. I'm crying right now because I'm sad and it's part of the process. I will be happy soon. Do you know what I mean? Like that sort of aspect.
Yeah, no, I get it. We're going to move past this year and move on to the next year. Season 2, babes.
I'm so excited.
Kicking off. Quick reminder, guys, on how you can keep supporting the pod or support the pod if you don't support it already is we have Instagram and we have TikTok as well. They will both be linked in... Hello? They'll both be linked in the notes for this pod. You should definitely go follow us over there because, you know, we would love to have you. And we post some pretty funny stuff, not gonna lie.
We do. We post almost daily on all of the platforms. We are a little bit of a spammer. So if you want to see what we get up to and also like don't get up to because we rot a lot, please follow along with those channels. They'll be linked up below in our show notes. We just love sharing. We're too open.
We are definitely oversharers, but I kind of love it, not gonna lie. But yeah, guys, that is everything for today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you watched, if you didn't watch, you can go watch this episode on our Her Internal Dialogue YouTube that we started.
Oh my God.
We have also been putting up other videos on there as well, just like some vlogs that we film when, you know, we're long distance or whenever we're together next. And then just any other videos. So definitely go watch this episode if you're not watching and go watch those videos because I think you'll enjoy them. Because they're kind of like... Okay. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.